Hi everyone, it's Jen. I wanted to come on today to talk about some new pieces as well as current pieces, scarves, actually I have in the shop. And when I was trying to decide what to feature today, I was reminded of a conversation I had this weekend with a friend slash customer at the winery pop-up I did. And just an aside, one of the mornings on Sunday morning at this winery, alongside my pop-up, they did yoga and wine tasting, which was the first time I'd ever done it. I always thought it was a bizarre concept, but because I was going to be there. Anyways, I wanted to partake in the stretching and then the afterwards arm stretching. But it actually was a lot of fun. So I highly recommend yoga and wine tasting. For those of you in the Seattle area, they are going to start doing this yoga and wine tasting at this particular winery where I do pop-ups all the time called Skylights. And go do it. It was an hour worth of stretching, not very hard. I do bar 3, that's hard. This was relaxing, intimate, and then there was a sense of community, and then afterwards there was a spread of food and wine tasting. So anyways, I digress. But wanted to throw that in there because I did think it was a bizarre concept, but yoga and wine tasting is actually a really good idea. Anyways, thank you guys for joining me. Just a quick introduction before I get going and showing off some of the pieces, of which I'm already wearing. My name's Jen Jetta, and this is my shop. I have the shop JJ Caprices. The concept of my shop is to showcase and highlight beautiful artisan handmade wares that I curate during my travels around the world. So this past January, I spent all of the month, not all of the month, about 3 weeks in Mexico. In August, I was in Kenya, so there's some pieces from Kenya from that trip as well. I try to travel about twice a year to discover new artisans alongside with working with current artisans and designers that I have relationships with, particularly those that are very popular, like Eric and Liddy and Douglas and Satellite Paris and Amaro, some of these wonderful men and women designers that we have. But to go back, the reason why I brought up the yoga and wine tasting is I met there one of my friends slash customers, and she told me, Jen, International Women's Day is coming up, which it is on March 8th. Why don't you highlight women designers in your shop or artisans in your shop? And I thought that was a brilliant idea. So who I wanted to feature today was a woman, Noemi, who I met during my last trip to Mexico, and I met her in Puebla. I met her my very last morning, I think. I get some of my days messed up. Anyways, I was walking the market. For any of you who haven't been to Puebla, it's about 2 hours southeast of Mexico City. Very easy to get to, and charming, completely charming. They're known for their textiles. They also are known for their confections. So there's a whole street that's lined with candy. Anyway, so my last morning I walked through the market and came upon a table full of beautiful hand-beaded necklaces specifically. And as I got to know or talk to because there was children there, and there was a couple women, and there was a man. So I learned that the designer's name, who she was there, and whose picture you've probably seen of now at this point on both Instagram and on Facebook, her name's Noemi. And she is an indigenous woman. She is, Otomi is the name of the indigenous group. So, you know, in Mexico, there's many indigenous groups. There are the Mayans, the Zapotecs, the Otomi, and those are one of the bigger ones. The population is over 100,000, I believe, in Mexico. Anyway, so she and her family come down once a week to this market. It was Saturday morning, yeah, so it was my last day in Puebla. They come down every weekend to feature her wares in this market, and they travel about 4 to 5 hours from their very remote village, which is north of Puebla. And there's not a lot of, it's a pretty isolated town where she's from. It's called San Pablito. So there's not a lot of opportunities for her husband to do a lot of farming. So it's a way of adding more income, is that she'll make these beautiful necklaces. They come to town on the weekends, and then take the money home, and he gets to work the limited farming during the week. But there was so the Otomi, the indigenous group, they're known for their skills with textiles, embroidery, and in the beadwork. There is traditional beadwork that they do. What Noemi did, which I think is fine, is basically she took beadwork and she made them into contemporary styled necklaces. So what I wanted to do today was showcase some of her pieces. I didn't buy a lot from her because I always like to see how things sell through, but I did get her contact information. So should everyone love them, like I love them, then I can work with her in the future and just have her send them to me. And what's interesting is Noemi only speaks Spanish and Otomi, but she does not read or write either. So when I was exchanging phone numbers with her, because she's like, oh, just WhatsApp me. I said, well, Noemi, you don't, you won't be able to read what I send you. She's like, don't worry, my husband will read it. And as she's doing this, her young daughter, Ingrid and Regina were there with us. They were the ones typing in all my information in the phone. So it's definitely a family effort. But alongside Naomi's pieces with a few others, I'm also going to showcase pieces that are scarves that I do have in the shop by Anokhi. And Anokhi is, I don't want to say it's a brand because that doesn't sound right. Anokhi is basically a co-op that exists in Rajasthan in India that is helping to preserve the traditional art of block printing in India. So I'll tell you more about block printing in a minute, but what I thought it could be fun to do was to mix some of her beautiful statement pieces with the vibrancy and intricacy of the scarves. So to start off, I'm going to show you this piece first, which you've seen probably enough of at this point, but it's a beautiful turquoise. I have done my blank dress palette that I actually did buy in Mexico. I bought it to go to my girlfriend's wedding in, and so I was like, oh, I think I'll just throw this on to showcase these necklaces because they're going to all be rather statement-like. And I put on one of the pair of earrings that I had gotten in Oaxaca, and it's all the hand-done filigree, and this one's super unique just because it's got the dangling turquoise beads on it. There's only one pair of this style of earrings left, and that is in the shop, and I can put the link in. And I thought it would be fun to also, with these earrings, to showcase this stunning necklace. So this necklace almost looks like dangling coral. Oh, that didn't work, Jen. I was trying to unravel it, and I just made it worse. So it's dangling curl. And first, before I throw this on, so how Noemi does the clasps is she does a little ball and hook, or latch, I guess, and you just push sideways. You take the ball sideways, because if you push it through, you'll have a hard time. But if you do it sideways, it pushes through really easily. So you don't have to have too number of fingers to do that. And this one I thought, because one of these days it will be spring, has beautiful pinks and the turquoise, and this one has gold in it, and that's why I decided to put the gold earrings with it. You probably can't see it as well here. Definitely on this camera, the other necklace seems to stand out more. But these are so stunning, and I think in the summertime you put on a little white sundress, you throw on your big statement earrings, and you throw on this, and then off to the beach or the grocery store, probably in my case. Okay, so those are the first two, and then I think what I'm going to move on to is I'm going to take these earrings off before I showcase the scarves, and do one more pairing of one of Naomi's beautiful necklaces with another pair of earrings that I got in, oh, can't understand on. So this next necklace by Noemi almost has a lace lapel to it, look to it, which you may or may not like, and that is okay. But I thought it was very feminine, and so that's why I chose some of these. When I was playing with these before, well, I think you can wear them easily as a necklace. I also thought it could be fun if you had a collared shirt to button up the collar and then stick this underneath it so you have the little peekaboo of the detail there. I thought that could be really romantic. And I wanted to put these on with, I'm obsessed with these pavo real, with these peacock earrings that were made by Caesar. And they have just a little bit of the dangling coral to them. So I thought it would be fun to marry these two. Just to give you a sense of how everything is mixed and matchable. So, oh, and I should probably add, this is a very important detail, because Noemi's pieces are not in the shop right now. You are welcome to comment, you are welcome to PM me, you're welcome to, I don't know, send a passenger pigeon to me just saying which one you want. And each one is $48. There's one at the end, there's a choker at the end. I'm going to show you that's going to be $58, but they're all $48 and they're all hand beaded and they're all very intricate and made with lots of love. Noemi is also teaching Ingrid, one of her daughters, the craft. So that was kind of neat. All right, I'm going to move on. I'm going to throw on another pair of earrings, so because it's always better when you do like a full-on look, isn't it? At least I think so. So I'm going to put on different earrings from Mexico, just a little bit smaller, but these are from Uchitan, and it's the hand filigree. And here, this one's dramatic. What I loved about Noemi's table and her styles is, obviously I see a little bit of different things when I travel, but I just felt like some of her beadwork and the beading style, oh yeah, that you can see that better. It's like, I don't know, just like little tears. It just flows so beautifully. And I loved her mix of colors. This is a pink and a cream. There's a brown and there's the gold. So there's like so many things you can pair it with to bring out the different colors. Like, for example, so like I said, I wanted to pair a couple of these with the scarves from Anokhi. So I grabbed one of these blue scarves, and that's hand, so the detail, the cool thing about the block printed scarves is every detail, every color is its own block and its own stamp. So this is an art that originated in India back in the 12th century. And it was honed, it was perfected in Rajasthan. And Rajasthan is the biggest state in India. It's up in the north. And I spent a month in Rajasthan in October of 2012. It's been a while. I'd love to go back to India. Rajasthan is also known in India for its arts and crafts. And I was particularly obsessed with the craft of block printing because of the creativity, because of the intricacy, because of the precision. So while these pieces are really inexpensive, I believe the scarves are $38 each, there's so much work, so much tradition, so much time-honored tradition that goes into them to make very vibrant, very intricate works of wearable arts. Anyways, and they're soft, and they're versatile, and they just make you look pretty. So this particular one, I tried to write down their names because they all have interesting names. I believe this one was called Moonlit Garden, and there's a little bit of pink, which brought out the pink in the necklace, and there was some kind of some neutral tones, which I also thought helped with the cream colors, and then the gold also reaches or brings out the gold in the necklace. So it's even more pretty, as you can imagine. Like everyone always tells me, Jen, it's so much better in real life, which I say, thank God. You don't want to hear the opposite, right? So that is combo number 1. And then this other style that Noemi had, lovely, more dramatic, the gold, and the pinks are, and the neutral colors are a little bit more muted, but just elegant. And then with this one, I decided to put the Briar Rose Aqua color. Let's see. You know what I should do sometime is just get like, I don't know how to make it stand, but make it, have it so you can see me standing wearing this so you can get a full sense of the length. Here, I'll show you though. Da-da-da. But you can see how with these scarves, they just brighten up any outfit. And then if you have like a little necklace like this, they just all complement each other. So those were some lovely pink colors. I'll show a few more. And I'm going to change earrings. Yes, and I'm going to change earrings. Okay, so for you people, you lovely people who love purple, because there are some of you out there. I tend to forget about purple because I just don't wear it a lot. But people who love purple, love purple. These earrings, I should talk about these first. These earrings that I'm putting in right now are new from Ibrahim from Turkey, and they're the lapis lazuli, and it's a gold plate bronze, and they are in the shop. So, and they're new, like brand new, so you should be able to find them on the first page. But I thought they would be fun, again, to mix and match, to pair with one of Naomi's necklaces. And this, she did a good job making this one stick well and flat. So here's the necklace, which is stunning. It's just a little bit tighter. Okay. I'm gonna get it on and then not be able to get it off. Oh, I have to do what I told you guys to do at the beginning. I have to put it in sideways. Oh la la. Hold on. Okay. So actually what I think I'll do, okay. So I was putting it in the top one and it's just a tighter fit. So I think what I'll do is put it in the bottom one. The joy of handmade, right? It is actually a joy. It's just not when you feel like, okay. The engine. Voila. That wasn't so dramatic. And this one, there's a purple scarf by Anokhi called Amethyst Batik in the shop. And I thought these would be really, really pretty together. Oh, I love it. Man, maybe I should start wearing purple. It's actually kind of, it's nice. So with these scarves too, I'll show you just quickly. There's a couple ways that I tie them. So this is standard. Just take a loop on one end, the loose ends on the other, put it around your head, your neck. It doesn't showcase the necklace as well, but that's not the point here. Or, you know, of course, just like have it be straight. This is sort of fun though. It's like you almost get to make a, get rid of my hair. It almost looks like a braid. When you have, okay, so you have the ends, the loose ends on this side. You have the loop on this side. You take one of the loose ends and put it through the loop to make another loop. And then with the loose end here, you stick it over top and bring it through that loop. And then you tighten it. See if you can see. and it makes it almost like a braid. It's really pretty. It's just kind of a polished look to it. But this is I kind of like the drama of all the purple with these together. Oh, let's see, sticking to purple. Assuming I can get this off now. Huh. We'll do a different style of Noemi's necklace because I'm showing you all the different, not all that she made, but all the ones that I thought were pretty. I thought they were cool, and I thought they were versatile. Some of her pieces I wasn't as convinced about, but so this one, and if she of course always helped me too. It's so funny, when I talk to these artisans, I like to ask them, like, what do the Americans like? And sometimes they're like, oh, well, the Europeans, because they haven't seen an American, or like, well, I'm not sure, but the Europeans like. So this is this style of necklace. Let me show it closer. She used some of the bigger beads on top of the smaller beads. Really pretty. It looks really pretty here. And then I paired it with the Sage Cheer and Anokhi block printed scarf because there's some stunning purple in this that I thought could bring out the purple in this necklace. It's just really pretty together. And with the little flowers, it's bright and cheery and so nice to throw on because it's still very gray here, as I think a lot other places on the planet. Okay, let's see. I actually have 3 more that I will showcase because I wanted to do a neutral look. So we'll do the neutral look next. So again, it goes back to this pretty lace looking necklace. And this one I actually was wearing, and it looks like basically these are reversible. The detail's exactly on the same as the first side as the back side, which is kind of cool. So you can put it on however you want. So this particular scarf is this, what did I say this was? Oh, it's called Dusk Chintz. I love this one. Don't look at the tag. That's not so sexy. But here's the pattern. Very neutral, like this muted neutral, but there's still blues in it, which I think you guys know I like blue. So you have this shimmery lace, beautiful necklace with your muted scarf, and it just like, they both complement each other perfectly. I decided when I was putting together, styling, just to keep these on because there was enough blue in the scarf. I don't think probably in real life I would put these together, but you get a sense. I sort of like the big earrings at the beginning with the 2 necklaces. I think that might be my favorite combo right now. All right, 2 more. There is this really beautiful orange scarf that I must show with this beautiful iridescent green necklace. And some of these if there is one that you want and you want to know the length, I'm happy to send that because I feel like the first turquoise one that I tried on was made for a small neck. Wasn't it Anne Boleyn who said she had a very small neck? She noted that. Anyway, it's probably not the best memory for Anne Boleyn, but she did say she had a small neck. So that first turquoise one would probably fit her well. And this is this is a shimmery greenish, and while it could be very neutral, and you could pair it with something very neutral. I thought it would be more fun to bring out the green tones in it, and by putting it with this beautiful orange. Oh, look. And these, by the way, these little scarves could, because I've given them as hostess gifts, as that I saw on the table as a runner the next time I was there for dinner. Just give you a sense of how they look. This is actually a really neat combo. Very, very playful, but still very, very chic. It's play chic. All right, last but not least, Noemi made these beautiful, almost chokers. So I'll show the detail. There's one in this silver, very shimmery silver. There's also one in black. And you can see how basically there's a lot of opportunity to make this bigger or smaller, and how she recommended that I do that, if I can remember this, is if you want to make it smaller. Oh, I knew I was going to forget. Okay, we're going to think about that. I thought I practiced too. Put this over here. But it's really, really beautiful. She has, I'll show the black one. This is a lovely black one that she made as well. And I just picked up 2 of those chokers, and then I decided to pair this one with the graphic floral scarf. It's like flowers and flowers. Pretty cool. Could like button this up and ready for like the artisan Oscars. Which I need to go see Roma. That's on my list. I want to go see Roma because it is about the indigenous women in Mexico City. I don't know. Anyways, I'll have to research what Roma. I wonder what if she is Otomi or if she is Mayan, or because the Otomi, who Noemi is, they were thought to be the first indigenous group to habitate the Central Valley of Mexico, which Roma is about the director's name, I forget his name, about growing up in Mexico City. So there's a strong possibility that maybe it is about Otomi. Anyways, I think that is all I'm going to share for now. Oh, actually, there's a couple other pieces just so you can see different colors that Noemi has. It's pretty. That one has some royal blues in it, which are beautiful. This one has like the steel gray, very shiny, catches the light very well. And then if you like the lace look, this is a very, this looks truly like lace. So there's that one. And then I, of course, got a black one. Beautiful. And then the last necklace to share, I used to have others, but people see Naomi's pieces and they just scoop them up. So hopefully you guys will feel the same way about them. Again, let me know if you have any questions. Naomi's necklaces are $48 each. So if there's one that you're like, oh, Jen, I can't live without it, that's fine. We can make your life complete by just sending you a PayPal invoice and sending it out to you. Just so you know, there's a shipping fee of $6 over if you spend $50 or less in the shop. So that would apply to Naomi's pieces as well. But you could pair it with one of the beautiful scarves, and then there's free shipping. I think that is it for Wednesday. I need to go pick up a girlfriend at the airport. Thank you guys for listening. I hope you love Naomi's pieces. Just let me know. Can you just tell me what you think of her pieces? And also, too, if there's anything else you want to see me showcase, or if there's a particular artist you want me to talk about, let me know, because I want to keep doing these consistently just so you all have a better sense of how special each of these pieces are and how much work goes into them, and just get to know me better too. So big kiss, happy Wednesday, enjoy the rest of your week. Bye guys.